thread by thread, strand by strand, time wears the fabric down. But you may find that one alone remains, bright gleaming in the kinder light that time will bring you. This is the thread that never frays, never breaks, never snaps.
Loneliness can be progressive and can lead to depression. Often we find that the only companionship many people in older age have, especially those living alone, is the television. The confidence these lonely people once had erodes. And more people just stay indoors, and all the while becoming more and more isolated. Finding ways to make a difference and change this around in our communities and in our present day culture where people are living longer is a difficult challenge we're all facing. For those people in older age who have found themselves desperately lonely, isolated, depressed, this has become a serious and stark reality of our time.
I lost my husband 2 years ago, so the loneliness is really bad.
Since I lost my husband, I was caring for him, I was with him all day. And since he's gone, of course, I'm on my own and I've got nobody to talk to.
I lost my husband 4 years ago, and at first I felt very lonely and I didn't really want to socialise and go out.
With support from the Integrated Care Funds over the past 4 years, Bally's Kids has carried out extensive research in Rhondda and Taffeili, through piloting a number of discrete projects and establishing a local befriending network to strengthen links with those older adults who are most isolated in our communities. The voluntary sector plays a key role in building community capacity, delivering preventative services and specialist services close to the community. The social value impact of addressing health and well-being through a provision of open and accessible services is paramount, offering interests and activities of choice.
What volunteering does for me, it keeps me healthy. I meet some wonderful people that now have become friends.
For stakeholders to measure the social value impact in monetary terms, there needs to be a consistency in what we hope to achieve and how we measure success.
If I wasn't coming here, I'd be in the house all day on my own, but I'm very glad of the company on the coffee morning, because I wouldn't have anyone to talk to.
It's the only social life I got. Without that, I would have nothing.
I do reception on a Tuesday morning, bingo on a Wednesday afternoon, and a tea dance once a month on a Friday.
I like coming to bingo because I enjoy a game of bingo, and also the company. You won dishes today.
I won dishes today.
I didn't win nothing.
But the benefits of the people that come to the tea dance is they're active. It gets them out of their houses, into the community, meeting people, making friends, having a good time, filling their faces with cake. But to see the smiles on their faces is worth it for me and Audrey for all the hard work.
I'm so glad that I met Pat and Audrey in the tea dance, because now I'm able to bring my residents, using Valley Kids Transport, to bring my residents to the tea dances. They need the interaction. They need to feel that they're not left. They're not depressed anymore. One guy in particular, Harry, he knew the organist, so he was a little bit depressed. He would sing, but he was just the smile on his face. He was so happy. They're interacting with members of the community and enjoying it. And that's what it is. It's about connecting.
The tea dance is very special, especially for one particular lady that we have coming. She has Alzheimer's and she really enjoys dancing. Being a volunteer, has helped me a lot since my husband passed away, with the support of other people, especially my sister Pat.
We already have a benchmark for the high level of need in our communities in Rhondda Cynon Taf and Merthyr. This continues to increase with more and more cuts.
I run a community class in Zoa with participants with various disabilities, strokes, arthritis, dementia, and I always include an element of fun. The social side of the class is very important, and it's the key to making them feel better, and they go out smiling and laughing and so appreciative of the company.
We also know the high cost to local authority and health services for statutory intervention services. Investing in local delivered preventative services now will reduce demand on these frontline services in the longer term.
A group of ladies and a man on a Monday afternoon attempt to move gracefully to a classical music tune.
One day we'll trek across the land to find this perfect place. A piece of paradise on earth will be ours to feel and taste.
We turn the pages of the mind, and memories return of special times. I attend the workshop of atgofion because I like dancing, singing and taking part. And I also like reminiscing with members of our group. The workshop presents a real challenge for me to use my talent as I'm able to write and also performing.
Meeting friends, old and new, and sharing our memories and thoughts of growing up.
Obviously I'm slowing down a little bit, but I can still keep going, keeping myself fit and keeping my body awareness.
But the real challenge is teamwork, relationships, and the learning of new skills.
And when we're acting out our memories, the thought comes to mind. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. With this old hair you can.
I get so much pleasure out of visiting the residents of the nursing homes as a volunteer. Everyone is so friendly and happy to see us. We all dance and sing along to the old songs. It's lovely to see us all enjoying ourselves, and it really gives me a sense of pleasure and purpose.
I enjoy the experience and the discovery that working as a volunteer, you have something worthwhile to offer. The interaction and remembering. Together you can get close and build a companionship.
Working hand in hand, we can all help combat loneliness and social isolation in older age. If we are going to make any significant inroads into developing vibrant, healthy communities for future generations.
If at the end of all the threads this one remains, then leave it be. Cutting this one only cuts your heart.